What is up, everybody? Alan here. I am the Digital Innovation Librarian at the Linda Sokol Francis Brookfield Library, and today I will be showing you how to make your own peculiar pencil toppers. Now, the materials that you'll need to make those pencil toppers include the ones that were provided in the kits that were available in front of the reference desk up here in Adult/Teen Services, which include 2 pencils, 2 pieces of fabric, and some googly eyes, including these right here. What you'll also need in addition to the materials provided in the kit are some scissors and some glue. The first thing we're gonna do is take one of our 2 pieces of fabric and we are going to measure out how long we want our topper to be, which also inclines us to take one of our pencils and measure it out as long as you want it. Completely up to you. I'm personally going to cut this piece of fabric in half, as I know that I want my topper to have some length to it. And again, it's all completely up to you. So I've cut this piece of fabric in half, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put this measure right here on the pencil. And with this, I am going to wrap this around to confirm that this is the length that I do want my piece to be. And next, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut some strips along the halfway point of the piece. You don't want to cut all the way, you just want to cut in between so that we can get some of the nice details that we have on the top of them. What helps is using some heavier scissors like these to cut through the fabric so that we have a much more clean cut. And again, you can make this however you'd like. I'm giving a basis here to how this is what you can have and what you could possibly have your pencil topper to be. So we are left with something like this with some strip detailing on this fabric. Next, we are going to wrap the fabric around the top of our pencil and we are going to glue it all together. Now, you can use regular glue like this, or more specifically, this is Craft Bond Glue from Elmer's that is used for fabric and paper, but personally, I am going to be using a hot glue gun. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to wrap the fabric along the pencil top slightly, and I'm going to take my glue, gonna lay that on there, put this away for now, and then roll this on the top so that it stays. If needed, you can add some more glue, and if you're not using a hot glue gun like I am, you are gonna have to use a little more and wait for it to dry longer, but it works pretty much the same way. Once it is dry and you have this first part of your pencil topper, what you're gonna do next is take your second piece of fabric and pretty much do the same thing. Now, with this going over the top of the first part of the pencil topper, you're gonna wanna make this slightly wider depending on how much you wanna show with the nice strips that are going at the top of the pencil topper. So for me, I'm gonna cut it again about slightly halfway through the fabric that I have here with my scissors, and I am going to, the same way as I did before, cut some strips in between. Once that is done, again, you're gonna have something like this, just with a different color or piece of fabric, and you are going to take your pencil and wrap this around the top of the topper that you previously made, and take your glue once again, put some glue at the top of the second piece of fabric that you did, and roll this around. And again, use as much glue as you think you'll need, depending on if it'll dry up or not. Hold this all together. Ooh, hot glue is really messy. So here we go. Leave this all there. And you'll have something like this, and with the multicolored effect that I am using with 2 different colors of fabric here. And one other detail that you could do is that, so you don't have the fabric or the topper itself sliding up and down your pencil, what you can do, aside from adding more glue to keep it down altogether right here at the base, is take your glue and glue the top of the topper closed shut. That way it'll have a much more tight and secure fit. Once you are done with that, the last but certainly not least step that you are going to do is take one of the multiple assortments of googly eyes and place them on the base or front down of the pencil topper. Now, I provided in the kits an assortment of sizes here. Here I'm going to use this size of googly eyes here for my pencil topper, and there's some sticky adhesive on the back that you remove the little piece of paper on from, or you could, if you want, use some glue to keep it all on there. And there you have it, your own peculiar pencil topper. I'm gonna bring back the example that I made before the video. Look at that. With the googly eyes shaking all around. This is such a fun, neat little craft to do for school, or just having a little fun doing some easy crafting. Thank you all so much for watching, and happy crafting.